feel like to do this right, we really should have had like Journey or something playing, like something. I don't know, something epic. I was trying to come up with a song choice and I couldn't. But anyways, welcome back to Let's Talk Movies. I'm Brad,
I'm Miguel.
and this is our 1K subscriber. We have officially hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. This is amazing. I remember a time when this felt impossible, when this did not seem like it was even remotely in the realm of possibility for us and for our channel. And over the weekend we did it, and we've actually hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is just incredible. So this is our 1,000 subscriber celebration show. There's a lot going on this show, everything from a live Q&A. This is a straight live Q&A show. Well, I guess not entirely straight, there's some twists and turns in there too, but so all Q&A, ask us anything. You ask, we answer. Not giving away social security numbers or anything like that. No bank accounts, no credit card numbers.
Nope,
anything
right
there.
in that. I'm dealing with that.
We need to X that out right there. But in addition, we have some thank yous to go out, and then we have some movie news. There's been some pretty cool movie news. A couple of trailers. We got the Alien Romulus trailer. We got the Venom: The Last Dance trailer. A little bit of horror news, a little bit of Avenger news. A couple of things that are cooking and twerking and moving and cruising and
Things are moving different now.
I don't know. Things that are happening that are really cool in the movie world. And then we're also even going to do a little bit of trivia. We'll wait till a couple more people hop in here for that. But I'm looking forward to that. We've never done anything like that before. I'm actually...
This is the first time I'm hearing of it.
I like to keep everybody on their toes. The trivia thing actually kind of came from an idea I have for Oktoberfest of this year. Yeah, we're doing Oktoberfest again. If you haven't, I guess there's our official announcement right there. But I have an idea for a multi-person or multi-guest show that I want to do for Oktoberfest that I think will be it'll be a really good time. So hopefully me and Miguel talk about that. And
yeah, we got to talk about it first before we put it into the show. So
we do. But listen, this show is obviously to mark and to recognize the milestone that we have hit 1,000 subscribers, which is absolutely nuts. I remember a time when, as I said, that I felt like that was impossible. Back in the days of we had like 90 subscribers and stuff, and I was like, there's no fucking way we're ever gonna get to that. Like, it's not possible, And then looking at where we are and the friendships we've made, the people we've gotten to talk to, and interview and speak with at conventions and on the channel, and it's been a crazy 3 years, and I'm super stoked now that we've hit that milestone to even see where we go from there. You know what I mean? So here's to the next 1,000 people that decide they want to make dick jokes and drink beer with us on
Holy
YouTube.
Shit, yeah. Oh no, let's see if we can get to another 1,000. Let's see if we can get to good old 2K.
2K, that'd be cool, man.
Yeah.
2K. So real quick before we get rolling, first of all, wait, we can't start a show. We can't start a show without a beer review.
Beer.
I actually was gonna do. I've had this IPA in my fridge for a little while, but I actually changed my mind.
I opened it and took a whiff of it. I was like, this beer's probably been chilling for months.
I opened it a minute ago to make it an easier pour during the show. This is a Sam Adams, which I must say, I was thinking about this today. When I bought this 6-pack, I was like, of all of the generic beers, your typical Busch Light,
I like Sam Adams,
all of that stuff. Michelob Ultra, Bud Light, Sam Adams has kind of become my go-to. Not just normal, normal regular Sam Adams is good too, but their seasonal stuff is really good. So this is a Sam Adams Summer Ale. The description on this bad boy says, a bright citrus wheat ale bursting with orange, lemon, lime, and grains of paradise. Perfect for any summer day. So let's see.
Was Sam Adams even a brewer? I don't think he even brew beer.
I don't know. Was he?
No.
Well, this says Tim Koch is the founder and the brewer. So,
Tim, I hope you're related to Samuel Adams.
Probably not.
No. I wonder where he got the name then. You just choose one of the old honchos from the fucking Revolutionary War. I was like, that's it. That's who I want representing my beer. If that's the case, I would have done Washington.
It's got a nice piss color there.
I love your description of beers.
Well, it's very it's like a cloudy yellow. It's not a clear yellow. It's a cloudy yellow. Here we go.
Mm. It's not like a flavored beer. Is it just an ale or is it just like?
It's a wheat ale. It's summer ale.
Oh,
It's
okay.
good. It's not quite as citrusy as I was expecting. It's a little bit more.
Good. Oh my god! Don't do that.
I feel like the dude. Have you seen?
Do not do it.
I forget what his name is. Do you know the dude who? Do you know
Don't
what I'm
do
talking
it.
about? The whiskey dude.
No, not the whiskey dude. It was a guy. It is the whiskey dude you're thinking of. But I thought you were doing who was it? It was the ice cream dude who was doing.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah,
No,
that
I'm
one.
well, yeah, he's the guy. He was like caramel,
And he does it.
vanilla.
Yep. And he continues to do it.
And I do it. That's a funny one too. No, I'm talking about the whiskey guy. It's a video. He's an English dude. Try to show people how to correctly drink whiskey. And
I'm almost
first
starting
of
to
all,
parody, dude.
he pours himself a glass of whiskey, swirls it around, throws it out, just like pitches it across the room. First of all, I was like, that's a huge waste, but okay. Pours himself more whiskey, swirls it around, smells it. Bro gets tips the glass to the point he's like inhaling the inside of this glass, like he's taking a bong hit or something. And he like puts the glass all the way up to his nose, and he's like, "You really got to get your nose inside
He
so you
said,
can like
introduce it.
inhale,
then
yeah,
not.
inhale the fumes, whatever." And then he sips it, and he kind of does the same deal as the ice cream guy. He takes a sip, and he's like, "We got to get that ASMR lip smacking in there," and that's when he's like, Miguel took his headphones off, but he gets the ASMR lip smacking going, and then of course he's like, vanilla, caramel, and he's listing all the different flavor profiles in it. But so I'm not quite going to do that, even though I just did it 27 times to prove a point. But this is pretty good. It's not quite as citrusy as I thought it would be.
I wouldn't expect to be. It's just a wheat ale, man.
Listen, I bought Braxton Brewing, which is in Cincinnati. We've gone. It's my wife and I have gone before. It's an awesome brewery. Braxton Brewery, I bought this it's like I forget what it's called. Scooter, I think is the name of the beer. Scooter, but it's like a mango blood orange thing.
Oh yeah.
It's like I'm drinking
tried it at,
Kool-Aid. It's okay. Like, it's not the worst thing I've ever had, but it's also not the greatest thing I've ever had either.
Mhm.
It's so sweet. Like, it doesn't even taste like I'm drinking a beer. And I don't know if I like that.
I don't like that. I want to know I'm drinking a beer. If I
Yeah.
want
This-
something that's like that doesn't make me think I'm drinking a beer as alcoholic, I might as well just drink something hard as
This
opposed to
is
beer.
100% like, you would not be like, oh, this is some kind of like fruited. No, this is a beer. Like, this is 100% a beer. I like it. I'm here for it.
It's a beer, guys.
I would give this.
You have to be 21 to drink it.
You do.
In
I
case
would
you didn't know.
give Sam Adams Summer Ale. Let me do Mr. Ice Cream Guy again. Orange, lime, lemon.
He knows that I hate it. He knows that
I know.
I hate
That's
that.
why I keep doing
Oh.
it, because you hate it. I'd give this like a good 7 out of 10.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. 7?
7 out of 10. 6.8, somewhere in there. 6.87.
There you
I
go.
like it. Pretty
Ooh.
decent.
Yeah.
So,
It's hard for me to give a 10 out of 10 on some stuff.
yeah, I know. People in the chat, what is up? Ryan, what's up, man? He says, sup. Congrats on 1K, guys. Appreciate
Thanks.
that, man. Aaron Glick is in the chat. What up, Aaron? Hello, everyone. Austin SPC. Hey, guys. Congrats on 1K. So happy for you guys. Appreciate it,
Thank
man.
you.
We're very thankful for your friendship as well, Austin. Aaron Glick said, congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. We really appreciate it, guys. Biggest thank you of the night, real quick, while we're talking about the 1K thing. Biggest thank you goes to every single person that has subscribed to this channel, every person that shows up to live streams, every person that shows up in the comment section on our standalone videos, every person that has screamed at us in the no, I'm kidding. The hateful people, especially the hateful people, thank you. But no, thank you to everybody who has supported this from the time we started. I think we've been lucky, like, this started during COVID. And
This was our COVID baby.
this literally was a COVID baby, 1,000%. um, we had already had that love for movies there between us, and we already had our friendship and things like that, and we basically I missed him. We missed hanging out, and this was our way to virtually hang out during the pandemic when we couldn't be in person. And I thought back to times of, again, I've mentioned this before on the channel, but after watching Godzilla King of the Monsters, Miguel and I sat in the movie theater parking lot for upwards of 3 hours, just like talking about it, going over it,
Gherkin and Gherkin.
replaying it. Yes,
Yeah.
just full on, like, everything.
Full on in a Prius, as you'd expect.
Yeah. But we spent so much time talking about movies just like outside of this, and then big thank you has got to go to Mike Holtz from We Watched a Movie, because listening to Mike and Jay talk about, if you have a passion for movies and for cinema and for TV and for good storytelling, and you feel like this would be something you would enjoy, like, go for it. And listening to them encourage people to go for that if they were interested and if they were willing to put themselves out there, that stuck with me, and that unlocked something in me that I never knew was there. And this this show has become a major part of my life. It's weird. This sounds dumb, but it's almost like weird to think of like at one point we didn't do this. You know what I mean? It's a gear that's constantly turning in my head, like, as a creator and as someone who wants to put good content out there and who wants to have a channel that looks good and sounds good, and to want to have conversations with people. Like, that's something. I'm a people person, I'm a people lover, and this was just it was a definitely hearing the right message at the right time. So not only, do we have to thank our subscribers, personally, thank you to Mike and Jay from We Watched a Movie from the bottom of my heart for lighting that flame in my soul and other places on my
Niblets
body.
and giblets. Yeah.
But
I don't know. Did you ever think of like you were going to be a content creator? I suppose that's not like something I would have thought of. Like,
hell no.
Back in like high school, I wasn't even thinking of being one. Even when YouTube was like popping.
No, I would have never thought about that about myself. Like, it was never even something that would have been remotely on my radar. But again, I think here's the thing. I don't know if we've talked about this, but I've talked about it with my wife. As bad as COVID was, and obviously, people dying and being sickly and things like the COVID did a lot of really bad things to the world.
No.
But I also think COVID did some good things. I think COVID made people look at their life differently because people were at home. People had no choice but to explore other things that they wanted to do without the obligation of work and school. Yes, those things were there, but let's be real. Was anybody really setting the world on fire with their job or with school during COVID? Like, just like call a spade, So yeah, and that's not somebody's going to be in the comments and like, I worked my ass off during blah, 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 blah. That's not an attack on you. Chill out. Like, don't don't overthink what I just said. But I think COVID made people look at their lives differently. I think they had to explore other things that they were interested in and other parts of themselves, and that was something. Let's Talk Movies was born out of that. So in a way, I'm appreciative of that time because it allowed me to look at other versions of myself, and this channel, the show was born out of that. So
that's very introspective of you, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Yeah. Good Real Hunting. What's up, Good Real? Hey guys, congratulations on 1K subscribers. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Kyle Curtis Flett, what's up, man? Hope you are doing well, man. Hope to see you back on the boob tube soon. Hey, Brad Miguel, congratulations.
Horrible.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
I hope that this is a horrible way of saying it. The boob tube, whatever.
The boob tube. You've never heard it called boob tube? Not
YouTube,
I've not heard. But TV they call
never
boob
heard
tube.
of that. Nope.
That's a thing. It has nothing to do with boobs, I don't think. It's just boob tube. That's what they call it.
Just a website for Drake and Josh.
True. But and then also real quick, just thank you to all of the other content creators, Austin, Good Real Hunting Guys, Brett Man and Brad, to Kyle Curtis Flett, Mike and Jay, Nick from the Lost River Drive-In. There are so many people, Frank and Darren from the Slaughtered Lamb, people that have supported us, people who have welcomed us into the community, people who have inspired us, to be better creators and to put the very best content out there that we can. It is truly, when I say this, it is an honor to be a part of this space and to contribute. I don't know why I said contribute. To contribute to this space. It's a blessing and an honor.
Yeah.
And all of you are scholars and gentlemen.
Cheers.
Definitely. Cheers to this. What the hell are you drinking? You're drinking a beer and you didn't tell me?
No, dude, it's applesauce, dude. This is PG. I got to keep it PG in this house.
What are you drinking?
It's apple juice.
Oh my gosh. It's
foamy
foaming.
It's
It's
foamy
foaming.
apple juice. It's fermented apple juice. Here. Cheers.
Gross. Okay, cheers through the screen. Boom. Yours looks like piss too.
Yep, so does apple juice.
What are you drinking? Come on, just tell me. Can I guess?
No, you're not going to get it.
Busch Light.
No, you're not.
I'm
You're not
kidding.
gonna get it. This man assumes I drink Busch Light. That's actually kind of disrespectful.
No.
I'm not one of the Beto bros.
Dude, I was in the store yesterday. There was a dude. He was literally buying, like, he had a cart. He had 4 cases of Busch Light. I was like,
Hell yeah, brother.
bro, you are He probably only spent like $1.80 because Busch Light is so cheap. You're basically
I'll tell
drinking
you what,
like.
brother. You want
He's
a
like-
beer? I'm gonna get a beer.
Is he automatically country?
No, it's Stone Cold, dude. I tried to do my best Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That
You
was
guys-
Stone Cold?
I know it was pretty bad, wasn't it?
That was awful. I would have never guessed that. That was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That
Well,
was absolutely terrible.
Everybody's a critic, anyways.
Oh man, stick to podcasting. Complain things.
Okay.
So if Miguel's not going to tell me what beer he has, then I guess we're going to move on. Sad day. Whatever.
Fine. I'll let you keep guessing it.
Bud Light,
No,
Blue Moon,
no.
Donkey.
I said
Kong.
throughout the
No.
show, you ain't got to spend like 15 minutes. Jesus
Yeah, we're going
Christ.
to take an entire segment of the show and just
Oh,
guess
God.
what Miguel has. In addition, this is a Q&A show, so if you've got questions for us, I'll throw the ticker up a couple of times. But if you've got any questions for us, throw them in the chat. You ask, we answer. Any topic, horror, Marvel, DC, whatever you want to ask about, just throw it in the chat, and we'd love to answer your questions. Now, if it's something about deep space and the
I'd love to throw
concept
my hat
of,
in
of
this,
space and time itself, I don't
I don't know where to go for you.
I
Yeah.
don't have an answer to that, but
Yeah, I don't have a PhD.
Meanwhile, let's talk some movie news because it wouldn't be us if we didn't do that on
Mm-hmm.
a show. Venom: The Last Dance, new trailer came out. Do you see the poster?
No, I didn't. Let's check it out.
Let me pull up the poster here. I should have done this before. Didn't think about it. It's actually kind of a cool poster. I dig it.
Is it Venom
we've
Horse?
got-
'Cause I heard about that.
Yeah, I may have seen a little thing. I have not watched the trailer yet, and we're also going to check out the trailer for Alien Romulus, which dropped a sick poster too. But yeah, I have not watched either one, but I did see something about the Venom Horse, which is
Yeah.
pretty interesting.
You know what? It's entertaining. I'm cool with it. I don't care.
It is, and
one.
and honestly, it kind of reminded me in that first picture of the Ghost Rider thing when they're riding on the Ghost Horse at the
Oh,
end of
yeah,
Ghost
was
Rider.
it?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looked kind of dope. Which I actually like that scene. That movie's underrated. Ghost Rider is actually like not a bad movie. The Nick Cage Ghost Rider. Nick Cage is an look. Let's be real. Nick Cage is actually a pretty decent actor. But
He's
he
eccentric,
takes
to say the least.
weirdest roles, and I think that's
Mhm.
where that's where everybody kind of falls off of Nick Cage because it's like, bro, why are you taking these roles?
I don't know.
Like,
I like
what are you
Nick
doing?
Cage in all of his roles. All of his roles that he's had so far, I wasn't like not a fan of.
Right.
Especially
But,
his
like-
most recent work.
Do you remember the movie where like I forget the name of it, where I think it's called Mom and Dad or something like that, where it's
Oh,
like
where,
this
like,
epidemic
parents
of
are
parents trying to
becoming,
kill
like-
their kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that kind
Have
of
you
thing.
seen
It's
the
like
recent-
it's like the Crazies, but like parent edition.
Have you seen the last Nicolas Cage movie that's came out for him?
The one with Pedro Pascal.
No.
Oh, what was that
Unbearing
called?
Weight of something, something, something. Right? Yeah.
The unbearable weight of massive talent. That's what
yeah.
it was. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's this movie about the movie. I think it was on HBO, but it's about it's called Dream Scenario. Have you heard about that?
I have not. I did
It's
really enjoy the
literally-
unbearable weight of massive talent, though. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Out there, weird, but I
Mhm.
still enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
Well, this is even weirder because this is pretty much about a professor who pretty much becomes the person in everybody's dream scenario, but he's alive and everybody's alive.
What?
Yeah, like everybody starts to see him in his dream as this random guy. And people keep just seeing him in
Really?
dreams, and people don't know what the fuck that means. And it like some people it's cool, some people it's like it like probably like means things, and then other people it's like a nightmare and here and this
That's
and that. And some
odd.
people can't explain it. But yeah, he just is in everybody's dreams, and he just has to like navigate the world. He becomes like internet famous because of it too. I was like,
Interesting.
this is so odd. I didn't get to see the ending of it, but I saw the beginning and like somewhat through it, and I was just like, this is a really odd movie already. I was like, this is perfect too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so the Venom: The Last Dance poster, pretty cool poster. Till death do they part. What do you think of the title, Venom: The Last Dance? What is that? Title's a little odd for me. I don't
Pretty on the
fully,
nose.
I don't fully get it.
Pretty on the nose.
Why is it on the nose?
It's the last
Because
dance.
it's the last one. Okay,
Yeah.
but like, I don't know, strange, odd, but whatever.
I don't know. Dissect
Very
it,
cool poster.
Professor.
Very cool poster. But what's the dance part? Why is it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't fully understand that one.
It's like the
You
it's
know?
like the term, like, you know, like it's your last dance is your final moment. You know, it's like
Right. I mean,
Before the
I
end
get
of
the
the
phrase,
event.
but I don't know. I didn't know if they were going for something a little bit deeper there, but whatever.
no.
Hey, Aaron Click agreed with you. Even references Freddy. It was really good, that movie.
Yeah, it is. It really is good. That's one of those films I was like, did not make any sense to me whatsoever.
Nice. So while we're here, let's just not get a copyright strike and let's check out the Venom: The Last Dance trailer.
Yeah, let's hope we don't. Just because
We're
it
gonna do
just came out today.
We're gonna do it on a. Yep, just came out today.
Yeah.
Well, I think it came out yesterday. Let's see. When did this come out? Yep, came out yesterday. So,
I was gonna say,
official
like,
trailer.
3
for
hours ago.
Venom: The Last Dance. Yeah, if it was like 23 minutes ago, we'd definitely get it. The stream would be taken down, but hopefully that won't happen. Usually Marvel's pretty good about that not happening.
Good thing this is Sony.
It's Sony. Sony and Screen Gems. Like they don't let nothing. Like they let nothing
Nothing
slide.
get by.
They give you zero leeway at all. So, official trailer for Venom: The Last Dance. Here we go. I'm sick of the whole trailer starts now. Just
Yeah,
start
I'm
the,
not a
just start
fan
the
of it.
trailer.
I think it's dumb.
Just start the trailer.
You
Like-
should probably know that I have a really dark and unpredictable side to me.
Unpredictable. What? Did he
Stop
just say
speaking.
unpredictable?
I'm giving you
Okay,
a
quit
chance
making
to
fun of
see when.
Dead.
That's pretty good.
LOL. Batman's warehouse scene.
What are you? We are. We're Venom! We are. Venom! No. Yeah, we are. Venom. You're gonna need to work on that.
Delicious! You take me to all the finest places.
I need time, love.
What do you think of the voice?
A Venom?
Yeah.
I like it.
He always knew it was impossible,
It's new. I think.
It's like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
that we were alone in the universe.
Look.
Ooh, symbiotes.
And it's
Oof,
our job to
no
make sure that
Maria.
remains a secret.
Let's go get him.
Oh, shit!
Ooh.
We are fugitives.
That seems okay. I was like,
On the run.
seems unnecessary.
In the set.
The unlimited dream, my friend.
You mean it? No.
James Bond?
Oh, there's your last dance.
There has to be a reason they're after us.
Eddie, my own, has found us.
Oh,
Nasty.
There's an army coming that cannot be beaten.
As long as Venom lives, everyone, everything will end.
We may not make it out of this alive, buddy.
Eddie, the time has come.
we don't die.
Is this about to be low-key emotional?
Be honest with me. How fast do you think you can get that thing to go without killing it?
Only one way to find out.
I think it's gonna be a dope sequel. Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
going to see it in IMAX.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go see it in IMAX. I don't know if I'm paying that much money. I don't want to pay IMAX money. That looks fun. It looks good. I mean, there's even a little bit of like Wolverine, funniness to it, but some like emotional stuff too. Like it's a little bit of looks like a little bit of both.
Wait, say it again. What do you mean by Wolverine funny stuff?
Like it's gonna be emotional, like seeing Hugh Jackman back in the role, but it's also gonna be hysterical too. Like it's kind of a mixed bag. Kind of looks like that here. Like it looks like it's got the emotional side to it. Like this is really it, but also the funny, buddy cop kind of thing between Eddie and Venom going on too. I think here's my theory on this.
Mm-hmm.
There has got to be a reason that we saw him at the end of No Way Home. There's gotta be.
I don't think so, dude.
I think the death of Eddie in this universe is, or of Venom in this universe, is going to be the birth of Venom in another universe. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I doubt it.
Really? But like, why would they have done that? Would that literally have just been like, we did it in No Way? See the multiverse? Yay!
Yeah,
Like-
honestly,
like,
I
what's
kind of
the
worry
point
about that.
then?
I think that was kind of like. I'm sure
Like,
there
just
was a
doing
plan.
it to do it.
I think there was a plan, but I think they're backtracking on it.
I don't know. I don't know.
'Cause Sony
Marvel's
has
real iffy
consistently,
with the plans.
Sony has consistently
right
said
now.
that they have their own Spider-Man. So there really isn't like any like, I don't know. That's what they say. Whether I believe it or not is entirely out of the question.
I don't know that I trust literally anything Sony does other than the Venom stuff. And the Venom stuff, I'm still kind of like, it's the best of the Sony Spider-Man stuff they've done. But they can sit and say, "Oh, we have a Spider-Man. We have a Spider-Man." You can sit and say you have a Spider-Man all you want, but if I don't see him, if he has nothing to do with your universe, then what is it? Nobody cares about Craven alone.
Oh my god, I forgot that's happening. Holy shit.
Yeah, nobody cares about Morbius on his own. Well, if it was a good story, sure, but come on, like it doesn't.
Twilight 5.
Twilight 5. Yeah, I don't know. It seemed odd to me it still seems odd that they've yet to reference. Yes, we saw Spider-Man on as graffiti on the wall as Michael Morbius walked by, but like, what does that mean? It meant nothing. It literally meant nothing in that movie.
Oh, like the
Just
Tobey Maguire one?
Yes, like the picture of him like doing the thing, like the only thing it was for fans to be like, oh! But it's fleeting. It's just a moment that like it's a fart in the wind. It's just gone in 2 seconds, and it doesn't mean anything, So I don't understand why they would. Why would you lay down those breadcrumbs if it doesn't mean anything?
Yeah.
It's weird to me. I still don't understand.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
But
sure if I'm following Sony's plan either. I don't think anybody is, for that matter.
Do they have a plan?
I don't think they do. Like, I don't think
I
none of
kind
it.
of
None of
don't
it
think they
seems to be
do.
cohesive enough. You know what I mean? Like, none of
Yeah,
it seems
well,
to make sense. Like, at
and
all.
now let me backtrack a minute here. I don't say that to mean that you have to take the NCU pill and the MCU pill and make everything this connected, like it's a sequel to a sequel to. Is it like it doesn't have to be that way.
Sounds like you want it that way.
But it would feel good to have a little bit of continuity between them. And Spider-Man being involved would at least give them something to connect the different universes and the different worlds. But like, it feels weird the fact that this world-ending thing is happening in Venom: The Last Dance when in, Morbius there's this happening, and then in Kraven there's this like it just it doesn't make any sense to me. And then you have the Madam Web debacle, whatever that was. Nobody even seemed like they wanted to be.
Madame Web. I did not.
Madame, I did not watch Madam Web, but I did listen to enough interviews and enough reviews
Form
to
your
be
own
like,
opinion, dog.
I'm good. I know. Dakota, is it Dakota Johnson? Is that her name?
It's Dakota Fanning.
No, it's not. No,
It's Dakota Johnson.
That's what I thought. Dakota Fanning. What? Dakota Johnson had said like in an interview, like she didn't even seem very excited about it herself. So like, look, if she's not excited about it,
Why should we?
I'm good. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm not super stoked.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I've heard. Yeah, it just. Luckily, as someone who is way too old to be on TikTok, I'll admit that I've seen way too many reviews of Madame Web, and I did not feel the need to spend over $50 to go watch a movie, because let's be honest, they're getting high again. So I'm a little bit more selective in the movies.
Oh, that was not a theater watch for me. No way.
That was not by any
and
means.
I'm all for like, hey, go to the theater, see it in the theater, see it in the theater, see it in the theater. But there are some things where even before COVID, even before movie theaters were in danger, there are some things I'm just like, we'll wait for that one to come on. Back in the day it was to come on.
Yeah, like we'll wait for that to come.
We'll
on
rent that
DVD.
from DirecTV on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but and Madam Web is definitely one of those movies where it's like, I don't know if I want to go spend $60 to get the drink and the ticket and the popcorn and all of that stuff to go see it in the movie theater.
Yeah.
So, but Venom: The Last Dance looks fun. I like the apocalyptic, all the symbiotes kind of falling, and when he says, Eddie, my planets found me, or something like that, or found us. Like, that's pretty cool. I dig that concept. I wish Carnage was still around. I know they had to, but like they had to end that storyline. But
Okay, don't tear up. Don't tear up too much.
I'm sad. I actually think Woody Harrelson was a perfect pick for Carnage.
I think Woody was cool. Yeah.
He was.
But unfortunately, as superhero movies go, supervillains can only last at least one film.
Right.
If they're not as charismatic enough.
I will say Woody Harrelson would have been a good choice to play Carnage in a Tom Holland film. In a Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. He fits that character very, very well.
I think Woody would be much better in a different role. I don't know, but I will let you guys know on which one it is. But I'm just saying.
Oh, like as an actual MCU character.
Yeah, I think he would do a little bit better in a different role other than
maybe. Cletus Cassidy just has to have that, like, he has to have kind of that balance of like, he's got a little bit of like trashiness to him, but he's also like kind of a thug.
I think Woody needs a more, what's it called? I don't know.
I'm not saying Woody Harrelson is trashy. I'm just saying, the role.
No,
he
get
did
it.
a good job portraying that in.
I think Woody would do a lot better on a different role. I'll say that.
I could see it.
Mhm.
He's a pretty good actor. Like I could see that going either way.
Yeah.
Aaron Click said, I bailed on comic book / superhero movies. In general, there are some exceptions a long time ago. I've only seen a few from the last 20 years or so. Wow. So you bailed on them like a while ago. Yeah, I understand why, man. I do. I'm
2004.
not there yet.
He bailed on like Iron Man. Is that what happened?
I know a lot. Well, he said there were some exceptions. I
Mhm.
know that. A lot of people are reaching the point of superhero fatigue where they're just like they're done. They don't want to do it anymore. They don't want to see it anymore. They're over it. I'm not quite there yet. I still like my wife is kind of like
never be.
you know, I tried to get my wife to go see Guardians of the Galaxy 3 with us and she was like, I just don't care. Like I'm done. Like Endgame was it. Like that was the perfect ending. I'm good. I don't need anything else. Like why are they even continuing? And I was like, there's so much untapped stuff though. Like they could do 5 more Endgames. And she's like, I'm good. I don't I'm done. I'm good, you know. I saw today, did you see about Robert Downey Jr. saying that he like Loki kind of wants to come back? Did you see that?
Bro, inflation's hitting everybody then.
I know, right? But he like Loki wants to come back to the character, and I was like, I'm kind of conflicted on that one. That one, I'm like, I don't know about that. But I would love to see my girl back, ScarJo. I would be happy for her to grace my television
coming back.
or a movie screen any day of the week.
She ain't coming
Yeah,
back
Probably not.
unless they're giving her a fat check, which I highly doubt they could even accomplish that.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, with this next little tidbit of news we're going to talk about in just a minute, you know, about the MCU, they may not be able to afford that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not to the superhero fatigue point yet, but I understand why some people are.
as am
and
I.
I hope that this new phase, once the MCU finally like gets their ducks in a row, I hope that this multiverse saga can kind of pick up momentum and we can start to kind of get back on track again of building to something. But it's lacked continuity. It's lacked this kind of like cohesiveness and this glue that held everything together. It just kind of seems like random entries in a universe. And the reason the Infinity Saga worked was because of the fact that the characters were all kind of closely entwined with each other. Yes, you had standalone films, but it felt like they were all a part of the same universe. And some of this MCU stuff we've gotten in the last 2 or 3 years, definitely with the Sony stuff, but even some of the MCU stuff we've gotten since Endgame, it just, the continuity feels skewed, you know? And I know we're getting into the multiverse and we're getting into weirdness. It's like we're tripping on LSD now when we're watching an MCU movie, but so I don't know. I'm not quite there yet, but Aaron, I completely understand why you've bailed on superhero movies. Metalhead Hippie, what's going on, man? Congrats on 1K. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. Aaron Click said, I saw the Iron Man movies, the Nolan films, Joker, and all of the Guardians of the Galaxy films. The first Aquaman, that might be it. Wow.
That's so funny because my girlfriend's favorite DC film is Aquaman, and just the only reason is straight up Jason. It's literally just
What?
Jason Momoa. Yeah.
Okay, if it's not legitimately for the movie, I understand that.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, it's
I
not.
was
It's not
like-
for the movie at all.
I was like, are
No.
you kidding me?
Yeah. That was.
I mean,
it
I don't-
It was a genuine question. I was like, "So are you really into it?" And she's like, "No, it was
I
just.
don't.
It was honestly just Jason." And I was like, "Okay, I can respect it."
I don't personally think any of the DCU movies are like exquisite, but I also don't. I don't think Aquaman is the best one. Aquaman was very mediocre in my book.
Yeah.
But what would you say the best DC movie was?
I don't know. Dawn of Justice.
For me, it's Wonder Woman. I genuinely enjoyed Wonder Woman. I thought it was pretty good.
I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
I
liked
don't
it.
know. I thought Wonder Woman it felt the most complete. It felt like a good quality movie. Now, Wonder Woman 84, we we really fell off the cliff hard there.
Mhm.
But
I'd say it's high up there, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, we really fell off the cliff with Wonder Woman 84, but but yeah, that first one was really good. I've never been a massive fan of BVS. I know that's kind of a cardinal sin because
What was
people
it?
adore it with Batman versus Superman,
Oh.
Dawn of Justice. Some people are like, some people are diehard fans of that movie. It's good. It's not bad, but it never really did it for me. So
I liked it. It was one
I
of
have
those. It was one of those films that honestly didn't really like go way too hard on source material, but I
Yeah.
thought it was a decent story overall. Well, that's a lie. Not the best story, but I would say in regards of eye candy and fan service,
right,
I was
it
pretty happy with
looked
it.
good. It looks
Yeah.
very, very good. I mean, some of the
Mhm.
fight scenes, like especially when Batman's in like the light up suit and stuff. I mean, it's some of the fight scenes
The
look
light up suit, yeah,
banging, but the story
straight
just
bang sauce, like straight bang bang sauce,
it was just kind of all right. Straight up
Mhm.
what they're allowing on Twitter now.
straight bang bang.
Straight bangs. So Venom trailer looks good. Next little bit of tidbit of news. That's the wrong button. Let me do this.
Bing, bing.
Is kind of interesting to me, and I don't have a
The regime.
large opinion yet because that's not what I wanted. What the frickamafru?
Uh-oh. Looking at his bookmarks.
My bookmarks are like the YouTube stuff and my streaming services. It's not you're not seeing anything juicy. Where did it go? Deadline. Boom. There it is. There it is. So this next little bit of tidbit of news, I don't have a big opinion on just yet, because we have yet to see what Sean Levy is doing with Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, I don't see that movie being bad. This is not I'm not knocking the movie before it comes out because I'm super stoked. It's in my top 5 most anticipated movies of the year. But Deadpool and Wolverine is going to be, I presume, a very different movie than Avengers Secret Wars or the Kang Dynasty, if that's still what's happening, whatever that's going to be. Going to have to be a very different film than that. And Sean Levy has done, he's done kind of more comical films. That's not to say he hasn't done anything. Excuse me. He hasn't done anything serious.
It's not a bad movie. That's all.
But I'm not sold on his directing style for Secret Wars or for that project yet. But coming from Deadline, with the Deadpool and Wolverine set to save summer, Sean Levy tops list to direct Marvel's next Avengers movie, which is kind of interesting to me. As Deadpool and Wolverine tracks huge ahead of its July 26th release and looms as a summer box office savior, we can reveal that director Sean Levy is the top choice and is having early conversations to direct another Marvel Studios pick, the next Avengers movie. Deadline hears that Levy has been given the latest script by Michael Waldron, though sources add that he is not given an answer on whether he will take the job, and the studio is still planning to meet with other directors while they wait on a decision from him. Marvel Studios could not be reached for comment. Of course they couldn't. Why? If they did reach you for comment, Kevin Feige would be outside of your window with a sniper rifle. Like, there's no way.
No talk.
Yeah, no talkie.
No
We
talkie-talkie.
can't say for sure that Levy will take the job. He expects to be heavily involved as a director and executive
Levy
producer
or Levy?
on the final season of Netflix's Stranger Things,
I like what you're saying
signature series Stranger Things. I think it's Levy.
Is it?
I think it's Levy. Pretty sure. And there's also a Star Wars film in his future. Still, the prospect of Levy steering the next Avengers makes a hell of a lot of sense as Marvel boss Kevin Feige continues to sort out the next iteration of his superhero empire. There have been 4 Avengers blockbusters, 2 arrested by Joss Whedon. Yep, arrested, definitely. 2 directed by Joss Whedon, the $1.5 billion grossing The Avengers in 2012, and $1.4 billion for the first sequel, The Avengers Age of Ultron, and 2 by Joe and Anthony Russo, in Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. Endgame's 2.8 billion global Kuma made it the highest grossing film of all time upon its release in 2019 until re-releases pushed James Cameron's Avatar to 2.9 billion. I'm still angry about that. I'm just saying. Avatar is incredibly overrated, but that's a topic for another day. Even with no director set and the script only recently coming in, look, James Cameron, it's nothing against you, man, but Avatar is insanely overrated. It's just factual.
I think Brad just wakes up and just says, "I want to say things that are so controversial every single day."
It's very overrated. I don't know what to say. Even with no director set and the script only recently coming in, Marvel has been working hard in recent months to pull this together so shooting can begin next year on one of Marvel's largest productions to date. This is where it's interesting. This is even more than Sean Levy. This is the tidbit of news that I wanted to really discuss. Sources close to both the project say more than 60 MCU characters could reprise their roles, including everyone from Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth, and Benedict Cumberbatch to Tom Hiddleston, Simu Liu, and Karen Gillan. Unlike the first 4 films, in which there was a core group that consisted of Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Hemsworth, and Ruffalo, many of the characters in this film would have equal footing, making it more of an ensemble feature instead of a handful of characters leading the team. Plot details are unknown, and following Jonathan Majors' exit from the MCU as Kang following his reckless assault conviction in December, it is unknown who the central villain would be or if the film could potentially include multiple antagonists. The Avengers project is another huge swing for Marvel, given the project it will impact going forward. But in Levy, they would have a director with an enviable track record of hits, many on a tentpole level with the MCU's demands. Levy's credits as a director range from the Night at the Museum films, fun, exciting adventure films, to The Pink Panther, Big Fat Liar, Date Night, Real Steel, Free Guy, The Atom Project, and the Stephen Knight created series, All the Light We Cannot See. As a producer at 21 Laps, Levy's results are even more extensive, including Stranger Things. So, I don't think he's a bad pick at all.
I don't think so either. He directed Arrival too, right?
Did he really?
Yeah.
Arrival. I like that movie. I thought Arrival was a good movie.
Confusing as fuck. But
yeah, it got kind of trashed in the reviews, but I did enjoy Arrival. So yeah, I'm here for it. But I want to see how he handles Deadpool and Wolverine, because that's kind of more of a fun multiversal thing. And if there really are some cameos, which I think there are expected to be some fun cameos in that film, I want to see how he handles those. But I'm game for it. You know what I mean? I'm definitely game for it. What do you think of the 60 MCU characters returning? That's kind of wild. That's a big number. That's why they can't afford to have RDJ or ScarJo back.
Pretty much, dude. It's like the whole build your MCU thing, and it's showing tiers of you have a budget of $1,000, and you have your $50 tier, $50 tier, $100 tier, $300 tier kind of thing, and they're getting all the $100 tiers. No offense.
They're gonna need to start the Indiegogo campaign for Secret Wars.
Yeah, but yeah. So I think they're saving up for one big return, but it's just gonna be a bunch of, I'd say, smaller characters that will be returning.
Somebody brings Kevin Feige the budget breakdown, and they're like, okay, 10% to lighting and effects, 80% to casting. They go down the list, but. So,
that's
I don't
where
know.
half
That's
the money goes to. That's where a good majority goes to, is the casting.
Yeah, for sure. Another interesting one. This is a movie I've never been kind of crazy about. Hostel.
Ooh.
I understand why people love the Hostel movies. I think Eli. I meant to say Eli. I think Eli Roth is a great director. I think he's a very visionary person in the horror space. But as I've said before on the channel, torture porn is not my thing. It's just not. Saw is about the extent of what I
really
can
like
do.
Cuba Tea there, honestly.
And Saw at least has enough of a story behind it that I can kind of get behind it. It's gross. Yes, it's not my thing, but I can kind of get behind the story. Hostel weirded me out as a kid. I was never a fan of that film. It just felt like it was just nasty for the sake of being nasty. And it's kind of the same vibe I get from the Human Centipede. Like the entire time, I'm just like, why? Like, what story are we telling here? Like, I don't feel like I'm walking away with, man, that was scary, but that was a good story. Like, I'm grossed out, and I know that was a good story. I don't feel that from Hostel. I don't feel that from the Human Centipede. You know, films like that. But we did get a little bit of horror news that Hostel is making somewhat of a return, as is the popular thing now in the TV world. And
Oh my God,
to
are you
make
serious?
it even more interesting, Hostel TV series in the works with Paul Giamatti set to star. I was like,
Hey, you
where
know what?
in the
I'm with it.
hell did that come from?
Hey, you know what? I'm cool with it. I'm hip. I'm hip
That's
to be
whack
squared.
to me. Weird. So Academy Award nominee and lifelong horror fan Paul Giamatti is set to star in a key role for a new Hostel TV series with Eli Roth returning, The Hollywood Reporter reports today. It's not just Roth returning, but franchise producers Chris Briggs and Mike Fleiss as well. No plot details as of yet, but the series is still in development. But it's described as a modern adaptation and an elevated thriller. People like to throw that word around now in cinema. It's elevated. It's elevated. Everything is elevated horror. What does that mean? Someone give me an actual definition of elevated horror. It's elevated. It's thought-provoking horror. Bro, just tell me a good story. Like,
Tell me it's fucked up. Just say it's fucked up.
like
Say it's got a fucked up story and move on.
it's that that thing. How fucked up is fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
No.
You know. But man, just tell me a good story. Like, I don't need it to be elevated and thought-provoking. Hostel is not thought-provoking to me. Like, it's just not. And if they can reinvent this, as it says, this is a reinvention of the horror franchise that launched in 2006 and spawned 2 sequels. If they can find a way to tell a meaningful story through Hostel, great. I'm all ears.
Holy shit, Rick Hoffman is in fucking
But
Hostel? I didn't know that.
I don't know. It's never been a franchise that did it for me. It's always weirded me out. It's always kind of freaked me out and made me uncomfortable. I'm not about it. I don't get enjoyment from watching Hostel. Roth and Briggs will write the script, with the former set to direct. Roth, Briggs, and Fleiss will all be executive producers on the series. Giamatti will star in a key role, though character details are under wraps. The actor is a huge fan of the genre, and having recently appeared as the
That doesn't make me
villainous
feel good.
Christian Barbaro, what?
Doesn't make me feel good. I don't like the fact that Paul Giamatti really likes his film.
I could see him being a horror person, though. That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Having recently appeared as the villainous Christian Barbaro in in season 2 of HBO's original series 30 Coins, Giamatti, wow, I cannot speak today. Giamatti recently chatted with Bloody Disgusting about how both his role and his love of the genre storytelling. Giamatti is also a longtime fan of the Hostel films, apparently. Eli was shooting Hostel in Prague, and I was shooting The Illusionist and I met him. We talked about me actually killing somebody in that movie, but it never panned out, Giamatti told EW in a 2013 interview. Released in 2005, Hostel was set in a world where the rich can pay to literally torture and murder captured victims, and Eli Roth returned to direct Hostel Part 2 in 2007.
Is that what that's about?
Yes, dude. Rich people pay money to, physically torture people who have been abducted. It's like black market torture.
Damn.
Like, you go on vacation, you get abducted, and then some rich dude who paid thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars is gonna tear your fingers off one by one just because he wants to. Like,
Rich.
it ain't my thing. It ain't my cup of tea. I'm good. But there are people that love it. There are people that love that style of filmmaking. And I to be fair, I really love Eli Roth's filmmaking. I loved what he did with Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is we've said this before. There's a short on the channel talking about it. Thanksgiving was the most fun I've had in the movie theater in a long time. We had an absolute blast watching that movie. It was straight Eli Roth. Cabin Fever is another good one. You know, he's a very if you listen to History of Horror, his podcast or the show that a lot of times AMC plays in October on TV, like, I don't know, it just.
Oh my God, was
I think he
Eli
understands.
Roth was the bear too in Inglourious Bastard? I feel like we've had this conversation before.
Yes, we've talked about that before. I think Eli Roth understands the genre well, but I don't always vibe with his films in the ways that I want to. You know what I mean?
Like
I
Eli?
just don't. Yeah. So I think he's a good director. I just think it's not always my cup of tea, the kinds of things he does. Same thing with Rob Zombie. I think Rob Zombie is a good director, but I don't think Rob Zombie's films always, like, I don't always vibe with Rob Zombie's movies. I just don't. There's something about it. I just don't vibe with it all the time. So
Wow, he did Green Inferno too.
yes. Oh, that's a good one too. I forgot about Green Inferno.
Well, he's doing Borderlands, so that'd be interesting.
Green Inferno is it's a good movie. It's not quite the same thing as this. Green Inferno is a good movie, but man, it's just like it's dark. Like it's really heavy. So, but anyways, released in 2005, Hostel was set in a world, we already read that. Perhaps this news shouldn't come as too big of a surprise, considering Roth previously expressed great interest in returning to the gruesome world of Hostel. When promoting recent slasher Thanksgiving, the filmmaker said in an interview with Cinepop, "I'd love to go back to Hostel at some point, and Cabin Fever as well." Cabin Fever. I cannot speak. I don't know what the problem is with me today. I apologize.
Oh, Cabin
They're like
Fever
my
looks
children. Cabin
cool.
Fever was good. I enjoyed Cabin Fever. I feel like I've ignored them for too long, Roth continued, and I'd love to go back to them in some way. I have ideas. I would direct it. I don't want it in anyone else's hands. I think he is a very capable director. Again, him being capable is not the problem. For me personally, I'm speaking for me, not for horror in general, not for horror fans in general. For me personally, I think Hostel's just not my cup of tea. Now, some people love the I think for some people it's like an adrenaline rush, the torture porn thing, this kind of creepy, eerie like build into it, you know what I mean? You know, it's very disturbing and kind of unbelievable. I don't know. But it was never my thing.
People that just like pop Hostel for the fuck of it, yeah, they're coping.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like I almost
No
think it's
offense.
like this is I'm probably gonna get attacked for this. It's like it's an interest. It's a kink. It's an interest. It's something that people enjoy, you know, and for the fun of it, I think it gives people in the same way that a
Trent, mark that
roller
shit down.
coaster, in the way that a roller coaster, you know, it just gives people adrenaline. Yes, it can be scary, but it's I think watching that happen gives people adrenaline and makes them excited, and it doesn't do that for me. I'm just like, I'm
No,
good.
it's not my
Like,
cup
I
of
don't-
tea either, man. I'm
I
not gonna
don't-
lie.
You know, I made it. I made it through the first Human Centipede movie, and after that, I was like, enjoy, have fun. I'm good. You all do you, but I'm good. I don't need to see anymore. I've seen all I need to see. I'm trying to forget what I just saw. That was basically me after I watched the first.
Yeah, you
Human
need to like
Centipede movie.
purge your eyes after seeing these films, and I
Yeah.
feel that way sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Aaron Click said, "I love the Hostel movies. There's a story there. I feel that Saw is just people's curiosity about how people are going to die in the traps. I get that, but I think Jigsaw is always trying to prove a point. You know what I mean? In those traps as well. Now, I know there's been some continuity issues and things like that with the Saw films, but at least in the first film, Jigsaw's trying to prove a point. You know what I mean? In Spiral, which a lot of people hated Spiral, we both really enjoyed Spiral.
Okay, I think it's
I
just
thought
because
Spiral
like
was a good
I
film.
think the Saw franchise is just it follows the formula that made it famous, just as Scream follows the formula that made that franchise famous. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but I'm going to call you out on this. It's the same kind of thing as again, me personally, it's the same thing I feel about Scream. I think
That's why I
if
said.
Scream Scream had a really good formula, but they've like diluted the formula. I think Saw diluted the formula, and fortunately Saw kind of picked itself back up. But for a while Saw diluted the formula. It was like, it's the same concept as like with Scream. Yes, it's a really cool technique to make the killer someone that we know, and to make it like a whodunit kind of thing. You don't know who's behind the mask. Is it one person? Is it multiple people? All of that stuff. But if the reveal is meaningless, when they figure out who is behind the ghost face mask, if it's somebody that you don't care about, it's meaningless. It's just like, oh, okay, cool, And I feel like Saw kind of did that too. It was more about the traps and being gross for a little bit than it was about the actual story. Fortunately, I think Saw kind of picked itself back up on the tracks when 5 and 6 came out and things like that. But and then of course with Spiral. But Aaron said, I think if you watch it through a different lens, you may appreciate Hostel more. It's been a while since I watched it, so maybe I need to go back and revisit Hostel.
I'm gonna watch it.
We'll hit it on Purely and Simply Evil at some point.
No, I'm watching it myself. I'm not gonna review it.
I'm not.
Watch it and then take some time.
I'm not breaking down the doors to watch it, or to do it on Purely and Simply Evil, but we'll get there. Aaron Click said, I love the original Saw. I stopped after Saw 2, didn't care for it. Yeah, 2 and 3 weren't really my cup of tea, but 4 and 5 kind of, that's what I'm saying. I think it kind of started to lift back up. Nothing will ever beat the original. I just did a video about this, not specifically about Saw, but my top 5 horror endings. That's on the channel if you want to go check that out. And I really enjoyed it, but nothing will ever beat the moment when John Kramer stands up off of the floor and you realize that the dude with the gunshot who's been laying there the entirety of the film is Jigsaw. Like, that's him. And seeing him slam the door and yell game over, that is, nothing will ever beat that moment. Nothing will ever beat that reveal. But you can still kind of drive the plot forward with the whole hunt for Jigsaw thing, with him, proving a point to people and trying to, get them to think about their life differently and fighting to live and things like that. Like, growing an appreciation to live. Like, I feel like Saw has a little bit more of that going on than Hostel does. Hostel just always struck me as like, man, this is nasty. I don't like this. This makes me feel uncomfortable.
I get the undertones of the rich killing the
right. I understand what they're trying to say. I get it.
Mhm.
But it still doesn't, as a film, it doesn't do it for me. But listen, Eli Roth seems excited about it, and I know there's a lot of horror fans that are going to be excited about it. So I'm happy for them. I mean, I would be cautiously optimistic to say that I would like some kind of retelling or reimagining of Hostel. Again, it's never been a film I liked, but who knows? Maybe Eli Roth can change my mind with this one. Maybe seeing the trailer for this, I'm like, maybe I should give those another shot. Aaron, I will give it another shot, and I'll try and look at it through that different lens of just kind of appreciating it for what it is and not necessarily looking for some really deep, rich, character-driven story. So,
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Speaking of horror, though, Alien Romulus trailer dropped. This is the Fede Alvarez produced Alien film. Fede. I was scared with him. And I wasn't scared until after I watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
He had some pretty good.
He does, but when I saw what they did with TCM, I was like, "Ooh,
yeah,
that's how we're gonna go back to different franchises." So, but the reactions to the Alien Romulus trailer have been overwhelmingly positive, and I'm all about some Predator and Alien. I've always been down for both of those characters. I think it's, two of the most iconic monsters of all time. I'm stoked for it. So Let's check out the official trailer for Alien Romulus. Here we go.
All right.
Thundercrack. Blah.
Is this really where you want to spend the rest of your life?
He said,
You know I don't.
beautiful.
Then this is our only ticket out of here.
I wonder when this takes place.
Like you're wondering where it is in the continuity of it?
When in the timeline does this
Dude,
take
I
place?
couldn't tell you. I think I'm a movie behind from this.
What do you mean?
From the franchise.
Alien movies.
Yeah.
I need to go back and rewatch them because it's been a hot minute.
Oh, dude, look at that. Ooh. Trailer starts now.
What's happening?
Can you imagine?
There's something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in the water?
There's just something in the fucking water.
Ugh.
Fucking thing's hunting us.
Ugh.
Open the door, come on.
Run.
Bro, those face huggers
They're
are
brutal.
violent.
Yeah, they're always brutal and violent. I love it. Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do this?
So a young
We saw
studded cast.
just enough to make
Yeah.
me interested. That looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Aaron Click said it's supposed to be between the events of Alien and Aliens. Okay, so it's like we got a little bit of a Rogue One kind of thing going here, where it's like
That's
it's-
cool.
Yeah, I dig that. Okay. Okay.
I like that it's. How can I say this? I like that we're back in some planet. I like that it's like more.
It
not
feels
confined
more
to a
OG.
spaceship. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I dig that too. Dude, the face huggers, holy crap! We didn't even
brutal,
see a xenomorph barely, except that little like flash shot at the end. They look violent.
They
know
do.
what kills me? They gross me out anyways. But when I saw it, when the
Face
thing was,
huggers are
like,
probably like my worst creatures.
you know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a terrible way to die. Like that would, ugh. That
Yeah.
of
To
all the
be
ways
sexually
you could
assaulted
go,
by a face
and
hugger
it-
and then
and then an alien bursts out of your chest.
yes, it would be
Yeah.
pretty rough. I'm
That
not
would
gonna
be
lie.
a terrible way to go. That was a good trailer. I'm here for that, man.
I'd agree. It definitely. I love their play on with the typical go-to saying or the slogan for aliens is, no one can hear you scream when
Yeah.
you're in space. kinda
Yeah, that
thing.
was a cool use of that
Yeah.
slogan as well. When does the Predator come in? No, I'm kidding.
When is he gonna start getting better
Getting
treatment?
some AVP action. Looks very good. I think the hopefully the xenomorphs will actually be some practical stuff and not all CGI, because we could get there could be some terrible CGI fest stuff going on in there, as we saw in some of the other Alien and Predator films. But yeah, this looks good. That gives me hope for it. The poster for this. Hey, Miguel, here's your worst nightmare.
Ugh. She's going to be the kill of the movie. I would say,
Probably.
yeah, without a doubt. And I could tell already with
Could you imagine
how they're setting her up.
You can't get it off of your face.
Dude, yeah, like being sexually assaulted by a facehugger. Yes.
You really are, like, dying of sexual assault, and then you're also like something escapes from inside of you. No
Yeah.
thanks. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Looks fun.
The worst part is because my biggest fear, like, so if say you get sexually assaulted by a facehugger, okay?
Say I
Say
have
you
to
get-
put out a restraining order against
Yeah.
this.
Say you
against
get-
this small baby alien.
Attacked by a facehugger. Would you rather wake up to the alien popping out of your chest, or you wake up thinking that it's already dead, but then like 15 minutes at best to maybe 2 hours later, the alien pops out of your chest.
I think I would rather just happen and be over with.
Exactly. Like I'd much rather like know that I'm dying, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I'm alive, but nope, I'm dead again.
Yeah. But yeah, you think it's released from your face and you're like, I'm alive, I'm okay. And then like, that happens.
Yeah.
Gross. No thanks.
It's a
Nasty.
tough time.
Yeah. Aaron Click said that poster screams wanna suck face.
It does say that.
All it's lacking is Freddy like peeking around it. But really cool trailer. I like the red hues too, kind of throughout the whole thing. It looks like a vibe. The alien looked good. Like the xenomorph looked good. I know we just saw a quick little shot of it, and I appreciate that they're not giving a whole lot away there. But good trailer. Teased a lot of action, teased a lot of nastiness, teased some sexual assault going on there with the face huggers. But we didn't tease a ton of story, which I kind of appreciate actually. That's a nice. Too many trailers show like everything. It's like you go into a movie, you've seen every money shot in the entire movie because they were all in the trailer, you know.
I know, I can hate that.
It's kind of nice for a movie trailer to not show everything right there.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So as we go to round out this show tonight, we have about 20 minutes or so left that we'll keep rolling. Miguel, you probably remember this.
Oh God, yeah. I'm gonna suck at this.
Miguel got me this year or two ago, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
I've kind of skimmed through it a little bit, but we're gonna do some movie trivia. This could be awesome. This could be terrible. I don't know, but it's gonna be fun. Either way, we're gonna have fun with it. Aaron Click said, "Don't read me with a good time with that." Don't me with that sexual assault. Don't threaten me with a good time. That's what he was trying to say. So here's what we're gonna do. If you're with us right now, I am not gonna play, obviously, because I'm gonna be reading through the answers. But Miguel can kind of throw his out there as well. We're gonna go through some of these little trivia things in here. There's some fun questions in here. So there's some that have, like, for example, there's some that kind of have a page dedicated to them, and then there's some lightning round questions. We'll probably get to some of the lightning round ones just because it's a little bit easier to go through. But Miguel, I will let you pick. If you're in the chat, just throw your answer in the chat, and we'll go from there. But I'll let you pick, Miguel. You want to start with some musicals and comedies? You want to start with animals and family films, fantasy and science fiction, superheroes and action drama and classics, or animated? Where do you want to go?
Let's go the easy route right now and do action heroes.
Superheroes and action.
Yeah. It's not gonna be bad.
71.
Dude, I don't remember where I got this for you. I'm kind of scared. I think I got this like Cracker Barrel or something.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I like Cracker Barrel. All right, here we go. Question number 1. In 2013's Man of Steel, General Zod attempts to terraform Earth into a new Krypton by developing world engines to Metropolis and... What's Zod trying to do?
What? Read that again?
It says, in 2013's Man of Steel, General Zod attempts to terraform Earth into a new Krypton by deploying world engines to Metropolis and... What else is happening?
Steal Superman's blood to start the Codex to start the breeding of the new generation of Kryptonians.
All right, chat. We're gonna give you a second. Throw your answer in the chat.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah, because it wasn't just terraforming. Because they were like the last.
He does try to do something with his blood, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's been a little while since I watched Man of Steel. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Answer. The official answer in the book says, while Lois Lane, Colonel Hardy, Dr. Hamilton, played by Amy Adams, Christopher Maloney, and Richard Schiff, deal with the machine hanging over Metropolis, Superman, played by Henry Cavill, rushes to destroy the one causing havoc in the Indian Ocean. That's the answer.
What?
That's kind of a weak answer, personally. But whatever.
And where? What?
That's what it says.
Okay.
This is a good one. I like this one. The name of this classic character is never mentioned in 2012's The Dark Knight Rises. Batman, Bane, Robin, Alfred, or Catwoman. Who is not mentioned in The Dark Knight Rises? Batman, Bane, Robin, Alfred, or Catwoman. Yeah, Aaron, I forgot. Aaron said, I'm not going to know.
Catwoman?
Yeah, Catwoman is
Okay.
never, her actual name is never mentioned.
Never
We
mentioned, yeah.
mentioned Batman, we mentioned Bane, we mentioned wait, no. But do we actually call her Catwoman?
Is it not Catwoman?
No, because Robin. No, we
Robin's
mentioned
answer?
Robin. No, it would be Catwoman. Because we mentioned Robin at the end when, yes, it was Catwoman. So, Aaron,
Yeah,
you
'cause it
get
was
your
that
point
weak
for that.
name.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Catwoman, we never actually call her Catwoman. I think he calls her the Cat Burglar or something at one point.
Yeah.
And then Joseph Gordon-Levitt says Robin at the end, like as the big reveal. I love that reveal. But yeah, that's a weird one. All right, let's see. Here's another one. Though as patriotic as apple pie, in Captain America: The First Avenger, Steve Rogers, Chris Evans falls for a woman from. Where is Peggy Carter from? Where's Haley Atwell's Peggy Carter from?
London?
The United Kingdom.
Okay.
Yes,
United
she's from
Kingdom,
the UK. So yes,
Okay.
she is from the UK.
Okay.
Yes.
So that was I went too detailed.
That was a pretty simple one. Though none would reprise their roles in the similarly timed Julie Taymor-directed Broadway musical, director Sam Raimi's 2004 Blank featured no fewer than 4 well-known Broadway stars.
Say it again.
The answers are upside down. I would have to look at this. Though none would reprise their roles in the similarly themed Julie Taymor-directed Broadway musical, director Sam Raimi's 2004 Blank featured no fewer than 4 well-known Broadway stars. Throw those answers.
Sam Raimi.
Sam
Raimi did a musical?
2004 film. No, it's saying what Sam Raimi film from 2004 had no less than 4 stars from Broadway. Bro, what huge Sam Raimi movie came out in 2004?
Oh, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2.
Oh, okay. That was a musical?
No,
Drag
it
Me
was
to
not a
Hell.
musical. No. Yeah, Drag Me to Hell was a good guess too. That didn't come out in 2004, right?
What, Drag Me to Hell?
Surely not 2009. Actually, not far off. I thought Drag Me to Hell came out later. No, so it says, so the actual answer to that says, Spider-Man 2 starred Tony Award nominees and winners Alfred Molina as Dr. Otto Octavius,
Oh,
Rosemary
damn.
Harris as Aunt May Parker, J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson, and Donna Murphy as Rosalie Octavius.
I would not have known.
All 4 of them were also theater actors in addition to, to being a screen actor.
Okay. Give me another one.
Oh, you'll get this one. In 2007's Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. Love that movie. Super underrated movie. The Silver Surfer is a harbinger of what evil entity? A. Thanos, B. Darkseid, C. Galactus, D. Parallax, or E. Annihilus.
Galactus.
Yeah, it's Galactus. Definitely, it's Galactus.
He said, bruh.
Let me throw you another one. Let's go. Let's move to a different category here. Let's do drama and classics.
I'm not gonna get any of that. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll see. Let me make sure I'm right. Yes. All right. Here's where we're going.
I'm not gonna know this.
You might. In 1997's Titanic, Kathy Bates portrayed a passenger who was the subject of her own 1964 film.
I don't know.
Really?
No, I don't. I've never seen this movie. Say again.
Who did Kathy Bates play in James Cameron's Titanic? She played a real person. She was not just a made-up character. She played a real person.
Like Mrs. Brown or something.
Yeah.
Was that right?
Yep, the unsinkable Molly Brown. She, I believe she was one that, I'm a big Titanic nerd. I believe she was one that was like consistently like trying to get the lifeboats to go back to the Titanic as it was sinking. But yeah, she played.
Wait, why?
To try and save people. She played the unsinkable Molly Brown.
Wow.
Much better person than she played in Misery. Just saying.
Not lying. Not lying there.
Yeah, for real. Let's see. I haven't actually. I'm straight up just going through these. I have no.
I'll be surprised.
Who wins the first fight between Rocky Balboa and Apollo Creed in Rocky?
Oh, yeah, that was Apollo.
Straight up, yep.
Yeah.
It was Apollo. 100%.
Straight up.
It says 1976's Best Picture Oscar winner really went to Sylvester Stallone's boxing drama in which Rocky loses the fight but wins the girl of his dreams, Adrian Winner. I love Rocky.
LOL.
Such a good one, man. David92, what's up, man? Congratulations on 1K, fellas. Appreciate it. Hey, we're playing trivia, guys. If you're we're doing a little bit of trivia as we get ready to wrap up the show. Miguel bought me this book a long time ago, and we've never done anything with it. So I was like, hey, it's our 1K show. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. Let's check out some some trivia out of the book.
Let's do some animation.
You want to do some? You want some animated ones?
Sure.
All right. Let's see. Here's some animated ones. Where's the beginning of this? Good Lord. Animated. Okay, here we are.
Let me win some. I think I'm doing good right now, actually. Doing
You're
decently
actually
well.
not doing too bad. All right, here we go. Okay. In Tim Burton's 1993, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Sally is the creation of blank, Halloween Town's resident scientist. Who created Sally in The Nightmare Before Christmas? Throw those answers in the chat. Who created Sally?
Nightmare Before Christmas. And you're talking about this, her father, right? Like,
Yes.
you treat like their...
Yes. What's his... Aaron said, I can't think of his name. It's kind of confusing. It's a play on something. There's your hint. It's a play on something else. On another large horror character.
Oh, yeah. I got it.
It's a play on words here.
Do you want me to wait for the chat, or you want me to just say it?
Yeah, he is kind of creepy. Dude is low-key kind of a creeper in that movie.
Yeah, he
You're
is.
right.
He's
You're
like
good. Go
kind of
for
the
it.
evil guy.
Go for it.
Is it Dr. Finkelstein?
Yes.
There you go.
Dr.
Yeah.
Finkelstein. Yep.
Because
Kind of a play on Frankenstein.
Yep. Because I remember he was really weird. Like, what's his? Because like is it Sally? Is that the name
Yeah.
of
Sally.
the corpse? Like, she was like, I don't know. just the animatronics on that thing, or not even like animatronics. It's like stop motion. Stop motion is so weird. So for
Yeah.
Dr. Finkelstein, I remember his stop motion was so creepy.
Yeah. Ah, classic Disney, man, classic. Edna Mode in The Incredibles. Edna Mode's designs never include a blank. What does Edna never include in her superhero costume designs?
Cape.
Chat, what's Edna Mode never include?
Oh come on, this is the easy one.
Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh.
No capes. It's easy. Easy money, guys.
It's true. No capes.
No capes.
I love in that movie when she's talking about Jack's suit. That's the baby, right? Yeah.
Yes.
When she's talking about Jack's. He said, no idea. Been a hot minute since I've seen it. He's talking about Jack's suit, and she's like, it could be heated to 3,000 degrees. And she's like, why would he need to be heated to 3,000 degrees? It's a funny one.
I think the second one was actually really good. This like Incredibles 2 is actually a good sequel. I'll say that.
Yeah, really is. All right. Here's some lightning round questions. True or false? In Toy Story 2, the toys are shocked to learn that Buzz Lightyear Tim Allen is actually a rare collector's item worth thousands of dollars. Is that true or false?
False.
Chat. Is
That's
it?
false. He just won in a bunch.
Is it?
Yeah. That's fake news.
That's fake news. Aaron said true.
I say false.
That is false. It was Woody
Amen.
that was the rare collector's item,
Hell
not
yeah.
Buzz. Buzz was not. Buzz was like, but there are a ton of Buzz.
That was like the whole
hottest
point of
toy.
Toy Story 2.
Yeah, yeah. Buzz is like the real hot figure right now. Woody is the weird creepy dude that is like all about it. Let's see. Here's a good one. True or false? In Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs, John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson play a pair of cheeseburger-loving hitmen. Is that true or false?
Say it again.
In Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs, John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson play a pair of cheeseburger-loving hitmen.
LOL. No, that's false.
That's false as hell. Pulp Fiction is when they're the two
Cheeseburger-loving.
hitmen. Oh my god, that's funny. That's pretty good. I dig that. Here's another one. We're still in the easy section. We're gonna work our way up after this question. All right. The classic action drama Top Gun is about a squadron of fighter pilots during World War II.
False.
Okay, if you're gonna say false, you have to. If you're not thinking it's World War II, you have to say what war. What war is it?
As in what war?
Yeah. The classic action drama Top Gun is about a squadron of fighter pilots during World War II. Not only is that true or false, but if you say that it's false, what war does Top Gun take place during then? Think about it.
That was the Cold War then, right?
Aaron said false and the Cold War.
Yeah.
If you said Cold War, you're correct. If you said that was false, you are correct. Top Gun takes place during the Cold War. All right, let's go to some medium ones. Here we go. Oh my god, I love this movie. Love it. My favorite movie of all time. True or false? The 1989 film National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation marked the directorial debut for lead actor Chevy Chase.
False.
Did Chevy Chase direct National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? Love me some Chevy. Love him.
No, he did not direct it.
That would be false. He did not direct National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. He has
yeah.
never worked as a director. Jeremiah Chichik, I think that's how you say his name.
Probably
Chechik,
for the
Chichik,
better.
something like that. He ended up directing Christmas Vacation because Christopher Columbus ended up going to work on Home Alone. They had Chris Columbus as the director of Christmas Vacation, and he could not for the life of him get along with Chevy Chase, which that's kind of been a consistent theme. You can hear many different actors talk about
And that's
Chevy
why
Chase being
that's
a
why I knew it
difficult
was
person to
false
work
because
with.
of that whole like name
Yeah.
card thing, and it's
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
huge monologue he was having.
Yep. Let's see. True or false? In Christopher Nolan's Interstellar, the black hole around which the potentially habitable planet's orbit is known as Giganta.
True.
True or false? Is the black hole in Interstellar named Giganta? I love
I'm gonna say
Interstellar.
true.
I actually told my wife she needs to watch Interstellar the other day. She hasn't seen it. It's a great movie. Aaron Click says false. David says false. That is false. Miguel, you got that one wrong. It's not Giganta, but it is Gargantua. It's not Gigantu. Gigantic Gargantua. That's what it is. Gargantua. Solid. Let me see what else is in here. Another great movie. True or false? The 1993 film The Fugitive, starring Harrison Ford, was based on a television show from the 1960s. Was The Fugitive based on a television show from the 1960s?
I liked The Fugitive. It was a decent movie,
The
honestly.
Fugitive is a really good movie. I've always
And
really
like
enjoyed that movie.
and the sequel, which is
Makes you
U.S.
feel
Marshals.
terrible for his character.
Yeah, but that was one of those films where, like, I thoroughly enjoyed because that was with back when you had what was his name? Tommy Lee Jones. You had young Tommy Lee Jones
Yep.
doing
Yep.
his thing.
Good cast.
Which
in that
even
movie,
now,
man.
Tommy Lee Jones still a good actor, but
Yeah.
but was it off of a TV show? False.
You don't think it was off a TV show. Aaron Clicks thinks it was an adaptation of a TV show. Aaron is true. Or he is correct that it
Aaron is
was
true.
based off of Aaron is true. Aaron, you are true, buddy. No, but it is true that The Fugitive from 1993 with Harrison Ford was based off of a TV show that lasted 4 seasons and 120 episodes. So, was based off of a TV show. Let's see. Let's jump to the hard ones now. Let's get hard together. Here we go. Here we go. True or false? The first feature-length film directed by Christopher Nolan, The Dark Knight, Interstellar, was 2000's Memento. Is that
His
true or false?
his
Was
directorial debut.
Yes. Was Memento Christopher Nolan's first movie? It's one I haven't seen in a long time.
Yes, true.
Was Memento Christopher Nolan's first movie? Chat, throw them in.
I'm going for 2. I'm going for true.
Give you about 10 seconds, chat. Beep, beep, beep.
I'm going true.
And the first feature-length film directed by Christopher Nolan was, in fact, Memento from 2000. Nolan had directed a pair of short films, Doodlebug and Following, but Memento was his first feature-length movie that he had ever directed. One of my favorite directors, if not my favorite director working in cinema right now. I really, really, really like Christopher Nolan. True or false? In the crime film Seven, starring Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt, Detectives Somerset and Mills hunt a serial killer whose crimes each mimic one of the biblical 7 days of creation.
See, I haven't seen 7 though, so I can't really answer that.
You've never seen Seven?
No.
Dude, Seven is so good. Dark as hell. Really, really dark. But it's so good. Such a good crime horror movie. It's like a really good crime movie and a really good horror movie at the same time. It's really good.
I mean, I
So
know it's a
was-
very famous crime movie, and I know I'm fucking mad for not have seen it, but
Oh, we'll cover it on Purely Invisible Evil. Don't worry about it. We will.
yeah.
But did the crimes mimic the biblical 7 days of creation? Yeah. What's in the box? What's in the box? Yeah. That is false. It did not mimic the 7 days of creation, but the 7 deadly sins. Yep. Represents the 7 deadly sins. David92 said, trivia for you guys, what is Michael Myers' middle name? I know. Do you know, Michael?
Michael Edward Myers.
No. What is this, Twilight? Michael Audrey Myers. Michael Audrey Myers, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Gross.
Ooh. We got complete the quote. I dig it. Oh, these are really, really easy. The Godfather. Leave the gun, take the...
Take the money.
What, bro?
Gun,
What
take
up,
the
Gory? What's up, man? Okay, there are options. Technically, I should have given you all of the options. So this section of trivia is complete the quote. The Godfather. Leave the gun, take the blank. A, car. B, cat. C, cannelloni. D, cannoli. Or E, candlestick. Aaron said, no idea. Leave the gun, take the what?
Cannoli.
Leave the gun, take the cannoli.
There you go.
Good one, man. The Godfather. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. A League of Their Own. There's no blank in baseball. A, sighing. B, crying. D, dying. There's no dying in baseball. Could you imagine? D, lying. Or E, frying.
There's no crying in baseball.
What is there not in baseball?
There's no crying. No tears. No tears.
There is no what in baseball, chat, from A League of Their Own. There is no what in baseball. Aaron says crying. Miguel says crying.
I'm going with no more tears.
If you said crying, you would be correct. There's no crying in baseball. It's such a good movie. I haven't watched that in a long time. Trying to see, some of these are so easy.
Hey, throw me some easy ones in, dog. you being
Wizard of
rude?
Oz, there's no place like A, Kansas, B, Oz, C, home, D, Brooklyn, or E, Paris in the springtime. There's
Brooklyn.
no place like what? Brooklyn.
No place like Brooklyn.
That's
You know
no
that song?
sleep till Brooklyn.
Oh.
No sleep till Brooklyn. Yeah, you sang the song wrong, bro.
Yeah, eat a dick.
The Wizard of Oz, there is no place like blank. A, Kansas, B, Oz, C, home, D, Brooklyn, or E, Paris in the springtime. Personally, poisonally, I like Paris in the springtime.
Poisonally.
Good thing I didn't write the script for The Wizard of Oz.
I'm going
If
with
you
Kansas.
said C, home, you would be correct. Aaron, you got that correct, buddy. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Let's see. From Terminator. From Terminator 2.
Mm.
Come with me if blank. A,
Oh my
you want to
God.
get ice cream. B,
Come on.
you want to survive. C, you want to get out of here. D, you want to live. Or E, you want to get your son.
You honestly could have skipped that one. That one was easy.
You told, bro.
It's
You told.
get
I
your
told you there
son.
were some easy ones. You told me to do some easy ones.
It's get your son.
Terminator, come with me if blank. Is that really your answer? Get your son,
Get your son. Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, get John Connor.
Come with me if you want to live. Straight up, the answer is come with me if you want to live. Come with me if you want to get your son.
I
Bro,
thought you were
that-
talking about John Connor.
Dog, no. We're gonna end on this one for our trivia segment here. The first rule of Fight Club is A, you don't tell cops about Fight Club. B, you don't talk about Fight Club. C, you don't write about Fight Club. D, you don't bring friends to Fight Club. Or E, you don't cry at Fight Club.
I can't talk about this answer. I can't answer this one.
First rule of Fight Club is what?
I can't answer this one, dude. Guys in the chat, you can't answer this one either.
You can
know
answer
it.
this one, dog. You can.
You can't.
If you're a real one, you can't answer it.
If you're a real one, you cannot answer this one. Just saying. You know.
Oh, man. Miguel hit us. First rule of Fight Club is...
I gotta respect it. I'm in
you
the
can't
club.
talk about Fight Club.
There's first rule of Fight Club. There's no Fight Club.
Fight Club doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Aaron said he only said a letter of the alphabet on purpose. That's fun, man. I gotta find a way to... We need to do trivia some more. Have some
I
people
only
on.
said the
That'd be
letter in
fun.
the alphabet.
Make it more legit than me just reading it out of the book. But honestly, I was thinking of something we could do on this 1,000 sub stream, whatever. And I was like, that'd be kind of fun. Free Willy, dog. I haven't seen Free Willy in
a
ages.
minute.
Okay, we'll do a couple bonus. In the climactic scene of 1993's Free Willy, what does Willy jump over to reach freedom? A seawall, B, a dam, C, a highway, D, a waterfall, or E, a bridge. God, I don't even remember that. There's some Free Willy action there.
A seawall.
I don't even remember what he jumps over.
Pretty sure it's a seawall.
Damn, you're right. It's the seawall. Jumps over a seawall to get from the marina to the open ocean to meet his pod. Solid. You got that right. I haven't seen
Sure
that movie
did.
in a long time.
It's like
That's fun.
it's like the cover of the fucking movie.
What, him jumping over the seawall?
Yes.
That's fair. How to use this book. Do I really need to know how to use this book?
Yeah.
Really?
Evidently.
Oh, there's a game you can do with it, but
Oh.
so yeah, we need to find a more legit way to do that because that's fun. Like I said, I want to do a game show style thing for Oktoberfest this year, kind of, and you can make it as broad or as specific about a certain franchise or about a specific movie, things like that. But I think it'd be kind of fun to do it, and I'll talk to Miguel more about that. But guys, we're about an hour and 40 minutes in. If you have not left us a like, really, really, we would appreciate that if you did. We're gonna start to wrap this thing up because I'm gonna be real. I'm tired. It's been a day, but we're so thankful, man, for your all continued support of this channel, and your support of us. Raymond, what's up, man? Said, hey guys, congrats on 1K subs. Appreciate it, Raymond.
Thank you.
Really, really appreciate it, man. My goal over the next couple of weeks is to get some more standalone content out there. We also, and we preview this while 6 of you guys are in here right now. On Purely and Simply Evil Next, you may remember from a couple months ago, we did a watch along of George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead. We actually are going to cover Night, Dawn, and Day of the Living Dead on Purely and Simply Evil. Those are going to be our next big horror deep dives. And then hopefully after that, we'll be able to tie that in with some Oktoberfest stuff over the next couple of months. Kind of weaving that in, getting on some or actually the actual correct way, so because it really said kill mom. Do you know that, Miguel?
Kill Ma.
The Jason sound, it's actually kill mom or kill ma. Yeah, instead of I don't know, weird. I don't know why it sounds so well. I do know why. Something about the reverb and the way they mixed the sound and the effect of how it was created. It sounds like chi, and it's really not. But
Well, it's like the misheard lyrics of popular songs that you thought you heard.
I guess,
you know.
I guess it's that same kind of thing. You mishear lyrics all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You can mishear that too. But that's a little bit of where we're going. So, and like I said, I've got some standalone stuff that I want to start dropping. So, super appreciative. My biggest gripe, my biggest constraint as a creator is, I feel like we never get enough out. We never do enough. But so over the next few weeks, I'm going to try and get quite a few different things out. So real quick, Raymond said, just got here. Did you guys see the Alien Romulus trailer? I'm excited for it now. We actually literally
in reverse
20 minutes ago,
Yeah.
just go back and watch if you go back after the stream is done, we actually just did a reaction to that, like on the show.
Yeah.
About 20 minutes ago. It looks sick. It looks like a really, really wild, brutal, fun ride. I'm pretty excited. I was hesitant before, after seeing what Fede Alvarez did with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It just that film was very.
That really set some
yeah.
sour taste in our mouths.
It made me scratch my head. So when I heard he was doing Alien Romulus, I was like, okay, cool. You know, but that trailer really, really looks good. So hopefully, that IP, which I think Alien is a little bit of an easier IP to work with than, or not Predator, than Texas Chainsaw.
It's Aliens to Space. You can't put Alexi characters in there because they're all dead.
You couldn't do well, you could shoot Leatherface into space. They did it with Jason, but it wouldn't go very well. He'd be confused.
Yeah.
He would be scared.
Yeah.
He would just want to go home.
Well, you couldn't hear him scream, so
you can't hear anybody scream. The whole point.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for your support. We love you. We thank you. We will see you next time. Please be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at LTM Podcast KY. If you have not already, be sure to join the Let's Talk Movies YouTube channel, Facebook group. You can listen to us on Spotify. We're on YouTube, anywhere that you get your podcasts.
He canceled himself out. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much.
I didn't mean to duck out early. That was not my intention. I went to click over to something and I accidentally I booted myself out of the stream. But so that was a premature goodbye. But all the good things. We love you. I don't know where I was going with that conversation, or with that sentence. But you guys are awesome. You rock. This community rocks. This group of people rocks. And we'll talk to you later.
Peace.
Have a good one, guys. See ya.
Bye.
There it is with the damn balloons again. Balloons. Bye.